guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Erin and I do mostly budgeting videos like the one you're about to see here. Alright, thanks so much for tuning in. I'm going to straighten this out and we are going to get started on our September goals. So hopefully this is something that you enjoy because I think it's a really important part of your month when you're working your budget. And if you would like to see my August didn't go quite the way I expected, but I did a whole explanation on why. I still thought it was okay. I still thought it was a win. So we're going to go back to, well, toward the back of our budget kit. And this is for September, obviously, and we are going to set some new goals that hopefully we can achieve. So I never set anything too crazy, anything that's too unattainable. I want to make sure that the things that I am planning on, or striving for rather, are things that I can actually achieve, both realistically and within a 30-day period. So we're going to start off with the budget. We have budget goals, health goals, home goals, and work goals. And I think all of these components are really important. Even if you're somebody who works from home or run your own business, that may be even more important for you. So it just, everybody's situation is a little bit different, but this can work for anybody. So I'm going to concentrate on paying Bank of America. And if you know, this is where we put the rest of our balance for our windows, and it's not huge, but I do have 10 months to pay it. So yeah, we'll see. So so increase Christmas savings. I want to have as much as possible done by Thanksgiving, because then I kind of slow down and I start spending the money. And then increase general savings. Now, if you are watching my videos on a regular basis, that I depleted this and it went toward windows. So I started it up again at the end of August, and I want to make sure that I concentrate on increasing this category as well. And then create an additional mortgage payment plan. So when we lived in our old house, I used to pay extra on our principal all the time. And I think it was because I really had the end of the payment, like I had the finish line more in sight. And so for this house, the mortgage is so much higher, it's so much bigger, that I really haven't felt motivated to put extra on it, because I know that it's just like chipping away, which is how you do it anyway. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, but it just, I haven't wanted to do it, and I need to do it. So I'm really going to try that and come up with a plan, even if it's just a little bit extra. So for health, I really need to go back to the basics because I am still struggling and falling short on this. Increase hydration. This is ridiculous. I don't know why I can't drink more water. I'm a water drinker, at least I used to be. And it seems like the majority of the water that I drink is always at night. And that's really not optimal. I mean, you really need to stay hydrated all day long, and it's a lot of water to try to get into yourself before bedtime. So I don't know why I'm doing that. I think water is something that you can get in and out of a habit very easily. I think you can lose it as easily as you can get into it. But maybe getting into it is a little bit more difficult because I'm struggling. So I'm going to do a 10-minute meditation every day. This doesn't have to be anything fancy. It could just be literally sitting still in a quiet room, or wherever your safe spot is, and a place you can relax. Or maybe it's just lying quietly, before bed, instead of looking and scrolling through your phone or watching TV. Maybe you can make sure that you have those 10 minutes set aside, and maybe you'll fall asleep. Maybe it's that relaxing. But I want to make sure that I'm doing that because I think that meditation is something that you definitely need to practice and you need to become good at, if that makes sense. I don't think there's a wrong way to do it, but unless a wrong way is just either not doing it or not feeling any type of downtime or relaxation from it. So there's so many different videos on YouTube and just out there in general on, you know, like short meditation practices. And yeah, it's just something that I think is really important for everybody's like anxiety levels and just to feel calm and things like that. So yeah. And then I want to focus very heavily on skincare, which is not something that I've been doing. Like, my hands look so old, and I know that a large part of that is I'm not drinking enough water, and also I am not using any type of moisturizers, even on my face lately. I don't know what has gotten into me, but self-care has really gone down the toilet, and I'm very disappointed in myself. So I want to get back to that. So here under home goals, we're going to start out strong with some tree removal. So we have a couple quotes. Some guys came out from different companies to give us prices on removing at least one tree from our front yard. It's half dead and it looks poor and it is so bad for my allergies. Trees and grass are my worst allergies. And ever since we moved to this house, from our other house, which really had very few trees in the neighborhood. Well, the neighborhood had trees, but they just weren't close to the houses. Here they are, and we're very close to a park as well. It just has really played havoc with my allergies. My car is totally green in the morning. I park it outside in the driveway, and the tree trunks are constantly covered in green moss or pollen. So yeah, it's just been terrible. I'm not one who's, you know, I love trees. I do. I think that they're beautiful, but it's just not working out for me. So for home goals, tree removal, total garage clean out. So we're halfway there. We're more than halfway there. We just have to finish this up. And then we have some windows in our garage. I know, who has windows in their garage? Like picture windows. It's crazy. But the trim around them needs painted because it's brown and it needs to be white. Finish hanging pictures. This is something I didn't finish last month. And purge clothing. So I want to go through all my clothes and I want to go through all my mom's clothes, and we're going to do a major purge on both of those. So work goals. We're going to get back to basics and make sure that we stick to this. Last month it was extended team meetings, and this month it is consistent. And then we're doing some rebranding in our office, redecorating. So I want to concentrate on that. Even if we don't get the installations complete, I want to make sure that the artwork is complete. I want to take better notes at our meetings. I like to do a recap for myself, and I also put it on a share drive for anybody else who may need to refer to it. And then create meeting recap with details each week. Now, this isn't something we have to do. This is something I want to do because I run the meetings. And I just think that it's a good practice to be in. And sometimes I do it and I'm really good about it. And then sometimes I just totally let it go entirely. All right, so those are my goals for September. Again, I don't do anything too crazy that is completely unattainable. And I also try to be mindful of the amount of time in which I am supposed to get these done. So hopefully at the end of this month, I will have a lot better progress report to report back to you, because we'll go over these and we'll do the check off together. So if you do have my budget kit and you want to fill this in with me, Let me know if you're using this as well, and if it's helping you, if it's keeping you on track, or if it's just motivating you to get some things done. Any of those things would be positive. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I think that setting goals for yourself, even outside of budgeting, is very helpful to your budget because, as I mentioned in my previous video, I think that all these things are very connected and relative. So once you have one of them under control, I think it's much easier for you to work on the next thing and have it be almost like a domino effect. So when things are happening in a positive momentum, it's easier for them to continue through other aspects of your life in a positive way. So I hope that helps, and I hope I see you guys in my next video. Take care.